Ooh, low disk space. A portion of this broadcast will not be available for replay later. That's not what I want to hear. How do I have low disk space? Hey folks, welcome and good morning. We are live from Santa Monica College Track. Given an almost a private track. Got some young folks here that are getting their exercise on. This is my daughter, Josephine, sporting the Grandview Elementary t-shirt. That's where she went to elementary school. That's why she's bilingual. She speaks Spanish. Say hi, Josie.
Hi.
Say hola.
Hi in Spanish.
Hola.
Yeah, pretty good.
Oh, very good. Wow.
And this is Coach Schwartz. What's up, Dave?
Just hanging out.
So you are an Andre Ward fan.
I'm picking them.
Okay, so Smelodies OG. Yes, Ward Kovalev prediction. What's yours?
Well, I taped it, and I fell asleep in the 6th round. But I thought,
hey, Coach Schwartz is honest, everybody.
But I thought Ward looked pretty good. He just did what he had to do. He didn't want to get cut. I'm giving him a big chance.
Yeah.
I would say.
I think both guys have a great shot. I view it as a 50-50 fight. Do you see it's like an even money fight, or do you slightly favor either guy?
I think I'm using my heart picking Ward, but I really think I give him a shot because he really knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
I thought he's in total control. He's a really smart guy, and I think.
Hi, Hoopstein. At Hoopstein says hi, guys.
What's happening, Hoopstein?
just saying hello.
Yeah. So we do want to welcome you to August gloom.
Yeah.
It's here. June gloom, July gloom.
No sunlight.
Now we're in August gloom. It's great.
And it's a bit muggy.
It's very muggy.
And how many hundreds did we run?
I think we did about maybe 600s and 200, and we were doing okay.
Smelodies OG asks, who do you think's going to be the Vegas favorite?
I think Kovalev would be the favorite.
Really, Kovalev?
Yeah,
okay.
I think Kovalev should be the favorite. I mean, if I had to make the odds on this fight, I would make Kovalev a 2-1 favorite.
Yeah, I was thinking like 8-5.
Yeah, something like that. And
and that makes sense because he's the defending light heavyweight champion. He's got 3 major titles at 175 pounds. He's the guy who's really established as the #1 light heavyweight. And Andre Ward is only 2 or 3 fights into his light heavyweight campaign, and he hasn't really faced any world beaters.
And he hasn't fought.
Yeah.
I mean, the thing is,
which makes sense that he would go 12 rounds with Alexander Brand because this guy needs rounds.
And I thought Brand was okay. Yeah. I mean, he did what he had to do. He didn't want to get knocked out. He has some skills. He's awkward. Does
Jorge Linares beat Zlatikanen, Dejan Zlatikanen? I have no idea. I think that's an even lightweight title match. And this person says that he thinks Garcia beats some lightweight title holders, like this guy Flanagan. And maybe, but you know what? We haven't seen Mikey Garcia fight a ranked lightweight contender yet, so I'm going to reserve my judgment on that. But
he looked good, though.
I would slightly favor Linares over Zlatikanen. But Dejan is a good, one of the best, one of the top 4 or 5 lightweights in the world.
And then we weren't here last week, but Carl Frampton is incredible.
Hey, Brooklyn 5166 says, I saw nothing from Ward, but I guess he impressed HBO. Well, here's the thing about Ward and HBO. Ward's worked with those commentators. They got to know him a little bit. And obviously he's a likable guy. And they're also, the fight with Alexander Brand, those 12 rounds, it served as an infomercial, basically, to talk up the Kovalev fight. So obviously they're going to talk up Andre Ward. They're going to give Kovalev some airtime. They're going to talk him up as well. And they're going to push towards the fight because it's an HBO pay-per-view event. And neither of these guys has huge followings. You know what I mean? They're respected, champion and former champion, but they don't have huge followings. So HBO's got some work to do. And the promoters, Rock Nation and Main Events, they've got some work to do to drum up support for this fight, where people are going to go into their pocketbooks and pay to watch it live.
Well, does Rock Nation know what they're doing?
No, they're the new kids on the block, and no, they're not that clear. No, obviously not. So I mean, I think on the promotional side, the heavy lifting should be done by Main Events, and hopefully Rock Nation allows them to do that. because they do know what they're doing.
They do. And it's at a huge arena.
T-Mobile, yeah, although there's some talk now that it might be moved to Madison Square Garden.
Yeah.
That's the rumor.
That's a good move.
Yeah, and who knows, maybe now it's not even a rumor, but you've got some questions for me, Dave.
I do. So my questions
some
are
trivia.
about the fighters who won the heavyweight crown with the least amount of rounds boxed as a
The
pro.
least amount of rounds boxed.
Right.
Wow. All right.
Okay, and we're gonna
you wanna hold the camera, or Josie? Josie will do the honors, and I'll.
Let's do with the background over here with the,
let's do
with
the
the
background.
track here.
So Josie, just want to give a shout out to the mighty Garcia boxing clan. Not to be confused with Robert Garcia's Boxing Academy.
That's what I thought it was.
But this is Kathy and Max and Sam Garcia
Sam.
in Salinas, California. And
Dean Hamilton.
And Dean Hamilton.
Dean Hamilton.
Of course.
And this is a thing that Max Garcia was in the corner of Harding when he fought.
Roy Jones?
No, when Harding fought in Chicago against main events guy, the Polish guy. He fought.
Which Harding? Harding?
Harding from Australia.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. When we were talking about that fight a few weeks ago.
Yeah. That was Adamek.
Adamek, yeah.
Right.
He fought Adamek in Chicago, and he got Harding got this really bad cut, and Max Garcia stopped the cut, and he did a great job.
He's a cut man.
Yeah, and the trainer was Mosley.
Okay.
And Mosley was the trainer, and Mosley and Jack Mosley and. Don't ever drive with Jack Mosley. You need don't. It's the scariest thing of all time, but he makes it every time.
I also want to give a shout out to the Ohashi Boxing Club in Tokyo, Japan. I got this towel when I was covering Edwin Valero's first title defense in Tokyo. His first defense of the WBA junior lightweight title. And this was January of 2007, I think.
One round fight, right?
One round,
yeah.
Of course. He was the one-round boxer. That's how the Japanese described him.
Okay,
and there was crazy press on him too.
All
right. So heavyweights.
Heavyweights. Start with the guy who won it with the least amount of rounds boxed. Won the heavyweight title.
Would that be Leon Spinks?
That's close.
He's one of them, right? Leon Spinks, because Leon Spinks had like 8 fights.
He was it's not the number of fights.
I know, it's number of rounds.
Yeah, but he won it.
What about Gentleman Jim Corbett?
No, but this is very recent.
Oh, very recent.
Yeah. In the UK.
Oh, okay, Anthony Joshua.
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah, because he's won all his fights by knockout.
Right.
And when he won the title, that was like his 15th fight.
It was his 16th pro fight.
Okay.
And he won it. He had fought 34 rounds.
Right.
Okay,
He's 15-0 going in there, but he'd blown out a lot of guys.
Yeah.
In fact, he had only fought past 4 rounds once, and that was against Dillian White in his previous bout, and he needed that.
Which was a tough fight too.
Right. Anytime a guy is going for a title, if he's a young up-and-comer, he needs to get some hard rounds. He needs rounds. And if you're a veteran like Andre Ward, and you've been inactive, then you need to get rounds. So, this year alone, Andre Ward has fought 22 rounds. He went 10 against Sullivan Barrera and 12 against Alexander Brand, and he'll need that. He needs that, having only fought once in 2012, once in 2013, not at all 2014, and just once in 2015.
Yeah, I thought that fight did him a lot of good.
Yeah, listen, Virgil Hunter and Ward, they've been doing it their way, their whole career.
And he made
amateur and pro, and it's worked out.
Yeah, and he made $850,000 for a gym workout.
For a public sparring session.
And Brand,
not bad.
And Brand made $30,000, which
but raised his stature in the sport.
No, but
People know who he is now.
But still, $30,000 is a lot of money to go in there and.
Brand was that guy who sucks, or that guy that nobody knows or cares about, and now he's that guy who took Andre Ward 12 rounds.
Yeah.
That's better. That's an improvement, right?
Yeah. And now we can go make 5,000.
And by the way, where else was he going to make 30,000?
Yeah, because his next fight.
It's not like he was fighting for even that much.
What do you think he'll make the next fight? 10 if he's lucky, against some guy who's a killer.
Yeah. Well,
So
he's serviceable.
No, he was good. I was impressed.
I mean, if you're a light heavyweight and you want to make your name, maybe you fight him so you can knock him out. You'll say you're a light heavyweight up and comer. You fight him, you knock him out, and you say, hey, I did what Andre Ward couldn't do.
Okay, so Leon Spinks, he had fought 46 rounds. Okay, so number 3, this is going to be a tough one.
So number 1 is Anthony Joshua.
Yeah.
Number 2 is Leon Spinks.
Right. What year was the
and
Spinks
Josephine,
fight?
if there's any questions, you can interrupt.
I have their
What year was the Spinks fight?
With Muhammad Ali, the Spinks fight, 1978.
You're right. That's very good.
I think both fights were in 1978.
Okay, now I'm going to give you number 3. I'll give you the year. That a little hint. 19. Wow, Dougie. Very good.
What do you call that? A double skip?
Wow. So I just say we were all watching the fights the other night and took out the rope. And Dean Familton, who hasn't jumped rope in 15 or 20 years,
his rhythm was awesome.
Gets in there and does 10 doubles without stopping.
God.
And hadn't jumped in 15 years.
Well, you can see in his feet, he had an old school fighter's rhythm. It's like watching Ray Robbins.
That was really good. So, okay, so number three was in 1993.
1993, heavyweight.
It's going to be tough.
Who won a heavyweight title?
Okay, I'll give you a little hint.
And is this all of the like all 4 belts or just the IBF?
You know that WBC, I can't tell you that. That I don't know.
Well,
but I'll just give you a little hint.
Yeah.
In 1993, the guy who he won the championship with has something to do with Rocky V, I think.
Okay, so that's Tommy Morrison.
Yeah,
he started in Rocky V.
Right.
And Tommy Morrison.
Who knocked him out?
Ray Mercer.
No.
No? Oh, Michael Bent.
You got it.
Michael Bent. Michael Bent had 10 fights.
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah, Michael Bent was a New York City Golden Gloves champ a number of times. Real sharp cat. Real good. Man, he blitzed Morrison in. So this does count the WBO.
And it was
that was the WBO title fight.
And it was Bent's 12th fight. Okay. Okay, now number 4.
I think Bent's record was like 10-1. And his one loss was by knockout.
To whom?
Just a journeyman.
Yeah.
That's why Tommy Morrison's people chose him.
Yeah.
It was supposed to be an easy defense before Morrison was to fight some big guy like maybe Lennox Lewis, who he did eventually fight.
Okay, I get number 4 was in 1999.
1999. So the unified title in '99 belonged to the title.
Oh, this is the WBO.
Yeah, it has to be WBO because Holyfield and Lennox Lewis fought each other twice in '99, and they had the other major titles. So this is a WBO fight.
Right.
I'm going to say it's Vitaly Klitschko.
Yeah, you got it.
Taking out the guy who beat Michael Bent, as a matter of fact.
Yeah.
Taking out the Dancing Destroyer. He fought Riddick Bowe. God, what was this guy's name?
HH.
Herbie High.
You got it.
Herbie freaking High.
Wow.
Hey, you know what, folks? In 2010, I did a boxing exhibition in the Monterey, California area. And 2 former heavyweight champs were on that card, the late Tommy Morrison and Riddick Bowe, who was recently inducted into the International Boxing Hall of Fame. And I was talking to Bowe about some of the best guys he fought, and he said Herbie Hyde, I think athletically speaking, he said it was one of the most difficult guys he ever faced. Because he said his speed was crazy, and he said his power was so deceptive. Like you wouldn't look at his body and think that this guy can crack. But Josie having some trouble focusing there?
I am.
Huh? I'm boring you? I'm boring, aren't I, huh? Boxing talk is so dang boring. Who cares? Herbie freaking Hyde? Riddick Bowe? Who is that? You don't even know. Josie was with me, as a matter of fact.
I what?
Yeah, we rode in a limousine back to the I think was it Stockton? Was it the? It was. What's the nearest? What's the nearest airport to the Salinas area?
Oh, Monterey Airport.
Is it Monterey Airport?
Monterey. It's a great airport.
Maybe it was
greatest
Monterey.
airport.
I think it was another one.
Oh,
I think it was a bigger one.
San Jose.
San Jose. It was a San Jose. So we had a limo ride from Monterey to San Jose, and we rode with Tommy Morrison and his girlfriend, and Riddick Bowe and his girlfriend and daughter, one of their daughters. I don't know if you remember that.
I hope you didn't kiss Tommy Morrison.
Hey, he had a lot of love, respect, and affection for Morrison, and he said Morrison. He had sparred. He said he and a bunch of top heavyweight prospects sparred with. They did sort of a round robin sparring session at the old Gold's Gym in Las Vegas. It doesn't exist anymore, but it was a favorite of Mike Tyson, and he said, I think it was like maybe Riddick Bowe, might have been Ray Mercer, it might have been some other guys, maybe some guys who were a little bit farther advanced, like Tyrell Biggs, from the the '84 Olympics. And he said everyone was terrified when they got in there with Morrison because he couldn't help. He was a nice guy, he said, but he couldn't help but load up on his punches. And he said his left hook, even with the big gloves and the headgear, could ice a sucker. So Morrison, he had a lot of stories to share with Morrison. Yeah. I was really fortunate to be able to witness that and hear those guys reminisce.
Okay, so that was Klitschko Vitaly Klitschko had only fought 50 rounds, and that was his 25th fight.
Yeah, because he'd knocked out everybody.
Yeah. Okay, so now we have number 5, which is sort of recent.
What year?
I don't know the year. It was his 33rd fight, but it was only a couple years ago.
Just a couple years ago.
Yeah.
A heavyweight champ with barely any rounds, or not that many rounds.
Yeah.
Who won? Not that. That was Lehman Brewster?
No, this is
Lehman Brewster. Even more when Lehman Brewster.
This is only like 2 years ago.
Oh, okay. Gosh, that recent, huh?
Yeah. And I give you the promoters, Heyman/Golden Boy.
Oh, Deontay Wilder.
Right.
But that's crazy because Wilder's like 30-0.
Yeah.
but he's blowing over so many no-hopers.
Yeah, it was his 33rd fight, and he won it in the 69th round. Okay.
Wow.
So now, number 6.
That's a fascinating stat.
Number 6, you mentioned.
Josie, how's my footwork, huh?
Good.
How's my footwork? Oh, darn. I'm having a
kiss of death.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right, to brag about it. Don't bring attention to it.
So here's this. The next one was in 1991. You just mentioned his name a minute ago.
Oh, wow.
It was the 17th.
Ray Mercer?
You got it.
Ray Mercer winning the title from... He won it from Francesco Damiani, Italian Olympian, I think.
And that was...
and a guy who was... Damiani had more talent than his physique would suggest. And actually, Damiani, I think, was outboxing Ray Mercer. And Mercer broke his nose like in the 10th round.
Yeah.
And won the title. And then Mercer, maybe then is when, after that, Mercer took on Tommy Morrison and scored one of the most brutal KOs ever.
Yeah, that was incredible.
But there was supposed to be a showdown between Ray Mercer and Michael Moorer. It would have been explosive, and I would have gone with Moorer with that fight because, I would have gone with Mercer because Mercer had the chin. He had punch and a chin. Moorer, a better talent, more fluid boxer, puncher.
And crazy.
And crazy, but he didn't have that heavyweight's chin. But instead, they went for bigger money, Mercer's team, and I think he was managed by Mark Roberts at the time. And they fought Larry Holmes, and Larry Holmes upset Ray Mercer to become a legit top 10 contender. But the WBO title wasn't on the line. The WBO stripped him the WBO stripped Mercer for not fighting Moorer, and then Moorer fought Burt Cooper, and they had, I mean, you guys look up this heavyweight fight on YouTube. Yeah. Smoking Burt Cooper versus Michael Moorer. They went, I mean, it was a shootout for like 4 rounds, and I think Moorer had to get up from a couple knockdowns or whatever, and but they, I mean, it was bombs away from start to finish. But Larry Holmes, in beating Ray Mercer, who was the 1988 201-pound gold medalist, and he won all his bouts in Seoul, Korea by knockout. By beating Ray Mercer, Larry Holmes became a legitimate top 10 contender. Is there a question, Josie?
Someone said, do you model your look on Ronaldinho?
Oh, that's the soccer player. Yes, I am trying to be him. If I was smart, okay. If I was 15 to 20 years younger and single, I would wear that soccer player's jersey and hang out in like Brazilian clubs and stuff, and then lie. I would learn a little bit of Portuguese and lie and say that guy's like my brother or cousin or something like that, and just see where that leads, see where that gets me. But you know, I'm not. But yeah, I get that.
What does I feel waffle mean?
I don't know.
I thought it meant I feel awful.
It means I feel awful when I don't have waffles. I like waffles.
You know, I can smell waffles.
This was a.
Can you smell it?
I smell waffles all the time because I dream about waffles.
So.
I wish there were more Waffle Houses in Southern California.
You know, I happened to see that Cooper Moore fight on TV live, and then there was something that Cooper was drunk or something, or it was
Cooper always battled drug addiction. Cooper, by the way, had a tremendous fight with the aforementioned Ray Mercer, but it was a 12-round battle.
Someone said, "What are you training for?"
What am I training for?
Life. He's training for life. That's all.
Ask Coach Schwartz.
Yeah.
What am I trying? Why would I just sit around? You know, why should sports writers be dumpy? You know, it's good. I wish I could work out a little bit. I've got some abdominal muscle issues or whatever. So I mean, I could actually feel it, kind of sprinting around the track today. But when we're done with this, I'm gonna run a 300 with Dave and push it a little bit. But it's good. It's good to get up early and to exercise first thing.
It's better.
Oh, wait, listen, work out whenever you can fit it. Get in where you fit in.
You know, it's a better way to start the day than cigarette and coffee.
Yeah. Although I drink plenty of coffee.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Okay, so, you know, we better, we're getting up there in time now.
Time.
So,
give me one more.
I'll give you one more. Okay. Who's the next one after Ray Mercer?
Give me a year.
Same amount of run. Actually, this was very recent also.
Really?
This was just very recently, and same amount of rounds as Ray Mercer, 74 rounds.
Okay, was it Bermain Stavern?
Well,
getting the vacant WBC title.
Yeah, this is a guy
by knocking out Chris.
This guy was
Chris Ariella.
Was promoted by the late King. Michael King.
Yeah.
And then he...
Oh, okay. So Charles Martin.
Yeah, right.
Charles Martin got the vacant IBF title.
Yeah.
Over, what's a real ordinary fighter, ordinary Ukrainian fighter.
Yeah.
Tsar. What the hell was his last name?
Well,
he's so forgettable.
This is with a knee injury.
Right. Yeah. I mean, he won the title without really landing a punch because Tsar had a knee injury. And so he basically, it was like winning the lottery. Because then he went over to the UK, went over to the O2 Arena in London, and got paid a grip.
Right, he just sold his title.
To give the belt to Anthony Joshua.
Yeah, which is, you know, it's great for everyone. Okay, and
you're right.
Okay, I got a few more, but...
It wasn't bad for Charles Martin.
It was great for Charles
Martin.
Come
back. Come on back, Charles.
Hopefully he has a financial advisor.
Yeah, I hope so too.
Or hopefully he went out and bought a brand new car with the whole thing.
Okay, we're done. I was too much for this rope. I was too much for the rope. They don't build stuff like they used to, Dave.
Anyway, I thought this was...
that was fun.
And I picked these questions up in got it off the internet in the boxing amusement park.
The boxing amusement park?
Yeah,
there's a website called that?
It's the greatest. You know, it's with.
I got to check it out. Is that
You know, it's Salinas, Monterey.
yeah,
You know,
Dennis?
Dennis Taylor.
Taylor.
Dennis Taylor has one of the greatest boxing websites. It's really good. I mean, he puts his life into it. It's really good, and I go through it every day and you just read his headlines. And this is one of his headlines.
We're wrapping up.
Anyway, we got to get going. Want to thank Miss Josie,
Bye.
Mr. Dougie, and remember, be happy, think positive, love everybody. And we'll see you next week.